What up, y'all? Chargers Truther coming to you February 7th, 2024. The Chargers just finished signing their coaching staff for the upcoming 2024 season. We got Jim Harbaugh as our head coach. I made a video of him previously. We just hired Joe Horitz from the Ravens to be our new general manager after 11 years of Tom Telesco. This is a huge change in the Chargers, after 11 seasons with one person to go to someone else in the general manager position. It's going to be very interesting to see how quickly this team changes, what changes, how it changes. So got to be excited for that. We got Greg Roman as our new offensive coordinator. This guy has a reputation, I guess, for being a rush heavy offense. Maybe their quarterbacks aren't always at the top of the passing charts, and people are worried if Herbert is going to regress or something like that. But I really don't think so. I think this is great for our team just because we've always been weak in the rush offenses. We need to fix our weaknesses. Justin Herbert will always be Justin Herbert. And then we got Jesse Minter, defensive coordinator from Michigan. He was the DC with Jim Harbaugh at Michigan when they just won the national championship. He does have some experience as a DB's coach with the Ravens under John Harbaugh. So it'll be interesting to see how he makes that transition from college DC to NFL DC. And yeah, I think these are all pretty good moves. I just am starting to, I appreciate how these guys are talking about physicality, aggression, get nasty in the trenches, get big in the trenches. I'm just tired of getting bullied by the other team. I'm trying to be the bullies.
We want that rough, rugged, tough. We want people to walk into SoFi, teams to walk in and know they're in for it.
And running the ball. These are things that were like not even words spoken under Tom Telesco. It's like a very big change under Tom Telesco. These things were all about passing the ball, all about pass offense, all on Justin Herbert. Oh, Herbert throwing. And I've known it was all completely wrong. You cannot just throw the ball. That's comes after the run game. The first steps in football: run the ball, stop the run, then you throw the ball after that. But you cannot skip steps. You cannot skip football fundamentals. So I'm really liking what I'm hearing from these guys about, again, physicality, aggression. And it's kind of funny how the mainstream narrative is just beginning to change. These mainstream guys are, they're like, oh, maybe we do need to run the ball. Maybe, Justin Herbert can't just do everything for us. Like, what a concept. It's like, yeah, bro, obviously we need to improve our run game regardless to help Justin Herbert not have to throw it every time.
Maybe that's not the best way to get the most out of Justin Herbert. Maybe building a running game will be valuable. Maybe taking some off of his shoulders will allow him to flourish.
Obviously, you need to run the damn ball. Obviously, you cannot just expect any one player to do everything for you. Obviously.
The Chargers are so overwhelmingly tied to Herbert throwing. So what does Harbaugh want to do? Get him a star back.
So I want a first-round running back. Bijan Robinson, if we can get that guy. But if we can get a player like that, a blue-chip running back, to, Justin Herbert can just hand the ball off to the guy, and the guy can just do work, while Justin Herbert takes a break. It's just funny to me how they're finally just catching on. So I guess it is what it is, guys. So here I'm drinking a muscle milk. This is 25 grams of protein. I'm drinking this because it's time to bulk up. I drank eggs in the Jim Harbaugh video, I think. But yeah, it's time to bulk up. Time to get bigger and get ready to get physical. And yeah, cheers. That's good. Okay, so anyways, jumping into the hirings in depth, I guess. Jim Harbaugh, I already made a video about him. I'm excited. He has, he just won the championship with Michigan, went to Super Bowl with the 49ers, Kaepernick and Frank Gore and Patrick Willis and all these beast freaking players. They had a great defense, great rush offense, which is pretty much the opposite of the Chargers. So I'm very excited to have Jim Harbaugh. He was my second top coach. I kind of wanted Bill Belichick a little bit more, but Jim Harbaugh was my second. Very happy about that. Joe Horitz, the general manager, has been with the Ravens 1998 until 2023. He was latest the director of player personnel since 2019, two-time Super Bowl champion, and he was the director of college scouting when they won that last championship in 2013. He will be Herbert's second general manager only. People are all worried about, oh, it's Herbert's fourth offensive coordinator. Like, there's so much change going on. And, like, yeah, I get that. But the problem was mainly Tom Telesco, the general manager, who has been there for too long. That was the main fucking problem. Tom Telesco sucked. He's horrible. So finally, we get a new general manager. Now we can, make a big shift and then lock that in, and then like hope for consistency going forward from now on. That's at least the hope. Nobody knows the future. Maybe these guys will fuck it all up just like Telesco did, but we have hope. I'm liking what I'm hearing at least. So, and yeah, Joe Horowitz spent his whole time with John Harbaugh, Jim's brother, so there's a connection there. Then Greg Roman, again, like I said, he has a reputation for running the ball, getting physical. This dude was a defensive lineman at John Carroll University, so he has playing experience as well. Jim Harbaugh was a quarterback for the Chargers, but Greg Roman, has football experience. I think that's important. I know a lot of people are going to be upset, but I think it's very important to play the game at some point in your life. The higher the better. So you just get a sense of the game a little bit more, in my opinion. He was the offensive coordinator with the 49ers. With Kaepernick, led him to the Super Bowl, lost to the Ravens. So he was Jim Harbaugh's coordinator then, and then he was the Ravens coordinator under John Harbaugh, and they did well there, I believe. So now he's finally going to be coming to the Chargers. Going to change this whole thing up, get the run game going finally, like I've been asking and begging for many years. Again, like I said, people are going to be concerned. Oh, is Herbert? Oh, what is he going to do to Herbert? Herbert's going to be throwing short passes all the time. Herbert's not going to be having these amazing games. It's like, bro, you need to relax. Herbert is going to be Herbert. Nobody is dumb enough to not let your best player do what he's best at. Obviously, Herbert is going to throw it deep. Obviously, Herbert is going to sling the ball all over the field. But now, hopefully, he's just not going to need to do that. He's going to do that less. And it's going to, he's going to be under less strain, less stress. It's going to be more free, more open. There's going to be less pressure on him. We're going to be able to fake the run and actually threaten the play action, threaten the run. And then Herbert is going to have even more opportunity, more openings in the deep balls, in the freaking medium passing game, all over the field to throw to the receivers. To fix the pass game, it's not just about getting more receivers that are fast. It's about balancing the team so you can threaten on all aspects of the offense, so you can keep that defense off guard and surprise them. Everyone has known that Herbert is going to be throwing the ball every single freaking play. Nobody's scared of our rush offense, so that puts 100 more times pressure on Herbert. So that's the point of getting this type of offensive coordinator. I like this. So no more flag football offenses. Run that damn ball until they stop it, and then throw the ball, and then run it again. Keep running it until they stop it. Then you throw the ball. Okay, so moving on. Lastly, Jesse Minter is going to be the defensive coordinator. He was the defensive coordinator for Michigan with Jim Harbaugh. They just won the championship. Had a very good defense over there. A lot of turnovers. It was a stout defense. Had big dudes on the defensive line. Not very forgiving. Like I said, a lot of turnovers as well. Just a very good defense. So going to be good to see him. He's already got the chemistry with Jim Harbaugh. They seem to work well together. He played wide receiver at Mount St. Joseph University. Playing experience in college, that's good. He was a defensive back coach with the Ravens earlier on in his career with John Harbaugh. So again, he also has connections with John and Jim. He's worked with both of them. My only question is, he hasn't been a defensive coordinator in the NFL, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can be a leader of men. And, it's different coaching college kids than people in the NFL, because these guys are grown-ass men. They're not college kids anymore. These guys are like, they've gone through life. There's not much you can teach these guys in terms of life, being a mentor like that, a life mentor. They already have lived their life. They know how to live their life pretty much. So it's strictly about football. It's different. It's different than college when the guys are all young and still figuring life out and stuff. So it'd be interesting to see how he's able to make that transition. And again, like I think I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told you guys when Kellen Moore got hired. I said he looks good, but I'm not gonna promise you guys that we're gonna do all this amazing stuff. We're not gonna be blowing teams out, running it down the throat. We're not gonna go undefeated. We're not gonna, you know, we're not. I mean, we might be Super Bowl contenders, but I'm not gonna tell you that everything is gonna change, everything's gonna fix, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be sunshine and rainbows. No, it's gonna be, it's gonna be tough. Hopefully, we do make this change quickly, but you know, you got to see things to believe them. So it sounds good, but now we have to see it. So we got to wait. Obviously, we got to wait for it to happen. We're all very excited. I would just say I like all these signings. I like them. Joe Horitz was my second GM, actually. I wanted Adam Peters from the 49ers, but Joe Horitz is a good pick as well. I like how they're picking from successful organizations. They're not just going and getting random dudes from random teams. They're going after top organizations. Greg Roman, a tone changer. All these guys are here to change the tone, like I've been begging. Physicality, aggression, size, strength, running the ball, run the ball, stop the run. Pass game comes after. This is not flag football. We want to lay the wood. We want to knock people out. We want to drop them on their ass. We want to move them off the spot. And we want to dominate the line of scrimmage, and we want to run the ball down their throat. And then on the cherry on top is Justin Herbert in that pass game. That is the last step. That is what is going to take us over the top. It's not piggybacking on that. It's doing everything else and doing the basics. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, step 6, and then finally put it all together with Herbert at the wheel. You want him to be driving the best car possible rather than driving a piece of shit car that he has to freaking do everything for. He shouldn't be pressing all the buttons and controlling. He should just be making the decisions he needs to make. He doesn't need to make up for everyone else. He needs to just do his job to the best of his ability, and that's it. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Good staff, looking like it's coming together well. Looking forward to seeing the salary cap moves. The draft is coming up in 3 months, 2.5 months or something like that. Super Bowl is coming up. I think the Chiefs are going to win. They're just, I got to see someone beat them to believe it. I know Tom Brady did, but he's not here anymore. So, yeah, super excited for that. Having fun so far. So, all right, bolt up. Oh wait, I forgot to chug this. Cheers. That's right, bro. Feel that in my arms. Just kidding. All right. Thank you.